Let's get you the live pictures. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is now coming out. His tapasya that lasted for nearly 45 hours is over. And when it comes to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, shortly he is expected to come out of the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. You can see the boat, a special boat that has been prepared for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now it is 500 meters off the mainland, and where the Thiruvalluvar statue and also the Vivekananda Rock Memorial is there. Let me go across to Varshini now. Varshini, pictures coming in live. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expected to leave any minute now.
Minister has now come out of the mandap, the main Gyan mandap at the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. He came out. He also met all the people, workers who were all there throughout, helping him out throughout the 3 days. And he spoke to each one of them. He shook hands with them, and then he moved down and he got inside the boat that was waiting outside. And from the Rock Memorial, the Thiruvalluvar statue is just right beside it. And Prime Minister is now en route via this boat to the entrance of the Thiruvalluvar statue. The boat has almost reached. The security have started to get down from the boat. The Prime Minister will be now getting down from the boat, and he will be walking up towards the Thiruvalluvar statue. This is a very huge, tall statue of the most important poet and most important praised great scholar of Tamil literature, Thiruvalluvar, and his statue has been placed in one of the rocks in the Kanniyakumari's shore, and you can see that is right next to the Vivekananda Memorial. Prime Minister is now, we can see through the visuals, Prime Minister is walking inside the Thiruvalluvar statue. He will be paying floral tribute to Thiruvalluvar. He will also be offering some prayers for Thiruvalluvar, and after that he will be taking the same boat and come back to the land area, where he will be going to the helipad, taking the helicopter and leave for Trivandrum in another few minutes. So now we can see from the visuals that the Prime Minister just got off the boat and he's walking towards the statue, and now he will be paying floral tribute, because this was also a part of the plan from the beginning. And in fact, everybody was waiting for this moment, because after a 45-hour-long tapasya that the Prime Minister was taking, this is when people will once again start to see the Prime Minister again back in the public, and that is why people were waiting to see this event that the Prime Minister would be participating. And after this 45-hour-long tapasya that happened just right next to this Thiruvalluvar statue, Prime Minister has ended his spiritual journey and has come to offer prayers and floral respects to the famous scholar, the most respected scholar, the writer of the Tirukural, Thiruvalluvar, and he will pay respects and then leave from here, and he will leave from Kanniyakumari as well after this.
Right, because Varshini, 45 hours is a long time to actually spend that kind of a time in dhyan, in meditation. We are getting pictures now as the Prime Minister is making his way up, as surrounded by the security. Of course, the arrangements that have been made for the Prime Minister. Tourists for now are not allowed till the time that he is there. He is now going up as far as this very tall statue of Thiruvalluvar, and he will be paying floral tributes, as Varshini has been pointing out. Varshini, if you can also get us, the close-up of those pictures there. We can see the Prime Minister is making his way up.
Well, absolutely, yes. The Prime Minister in her white attire is moving. Since the media is also not allowed very close, we are also standing in the land area, the shore, and we are trying to take a glimpse of the Prime Minister. Through with security along, we are able to very clearly see that he's making his way inside the memorial under the statue, and he will be going inside, and he will be taking a tour of this entire memorial, and he will be paying respects to Thiruvalluvar. And there has always been a debate about Thiruvalluvar in the state of Tamil Nadu. People always try to, a lot of people call him a saint, and a lot of people deny that he's a saint. But the Prime Minister and the Bharatiya Janata Party has always considered Thiruvalluvar as a saint, a great one in fact, and has always tried to follow his teachings and his principles that is written in the book of Tirukural, which is one of the most famous books in the world. And right now the Prime Minister, by going there and paying floral tributes to him and offering prayers to him, only adds to the point, to the statement about how Thiruvalluvar has been one of the greatest saints of Tamil Nadu, in fact. And that is why we can see that it is also a very important event that the Prime Minister is participating. And after 45 hours of the Prime Minister distancing himself from the world, distancing himself from the entire political and the election campaigns that had happened in the past couple of months, he was completely isolated, and he was completely, into his spiritual journey that he was taking inside the Swami Vivekananda Rock Memorial. And after a 45-hour-long break, the Prime Minister has just come out, and right now we are able to see from the visuals that he just entered inside the memorial under the Tiruvallur statue that is present in one of the rocks of the Kanniyakumari shore. And now, after he pays the floral tributes, he will be expected to come out any moment now. And like I said, this 45-hour-long wait was not just for...
How much time does it take as far as, an individual who has to take a boat from the mainland to the Rock Memorial and back? How much time usually does it take?
Well, if you see the rock jetty, which is pretty close, probably a person who can travel from this rock jetty to the Swami Vivekananda Rock Memorial will take approximately 15 to 20 minutes. Since the tides, this is the shore, and there are heavy tides. There are huge. I know in the early morning time and in the evening time, the tides are extremely heavy, and the people who are sailing to this boat, the sailors will find it very difficult. So at that time, at these kind of severe climate difficulties when the sailors are facing, it would take a couple of minutes extra. But ideally, it would take a normal boat in a good weather condition to travel between 15 to 20 minutes. And that is the rock jetty distance for the Rock Memorial that we are seeing. And there is several number of boats that usually travel. There are several number of ferries that usually take trips to and fro from the rock jetty to the Rock Memorial for the public every single day. In fact, when we came here, we tried to gather information about it. We understood that almost 10,000 people, more than 10,000 people take trips to this Vivekananda Rock Memorial and Tiruvallur statue in a day. So that is how frequent these trips are being made. And in fact, even today, until afternoon, we saw public were also permitted, for proper screening and checking, public was also permitted to go until the Vivekananda Rock Memorial and the Tiruvallur statue, and but only a couple of hours ago they stopped everything because of security reasons, as the Prime Minister has to come out. Like now we can see from the visuals, the Prime Minister has reached the top. He is standing near the foot of the statue. The Prime Minister, along with his security, is very clearly seen from here that he is there, and the floral tribute and the prayers will the Prime Minister is paying the floral tributes, and he's offering prayers right now. We can see from the visuals we can see that the Prime Minister is, at the right at the spot of the foot of the Tiruvallur statue. And like I said, the BJP and the Prime Minister has always spoken. The Prime Minister, in a lot of his speeches, has taken a lot of quotes from Tirukural book, which Tiruvallur has written. Every time he comes to Tamil Nadu, when he speaks in Tamil, he has quoted Tiruvallur a lot of time in his speeches. He always says that we need to take the teachings of Tiruvallur and inculcate it in our life, because he has written so many good lessons for people to follow in their lives in his book Tirukural, and that is what we are seeing right now. One of our Prime Minister's favorite scholar, in fact one could say, is definitely Tiruvallur, and that is why he's paying floral tributes to Tiruvallur right now, and that is what we are witnessing at this moment. After a 45-hour-long spiritual journey, the Prime Minister has just come out, and he has now entered the Tiruvallur statue, and he's paying respects and floral tribute to the great scholar of Tamil literature, and also considered as a great saint by many, Tiruvallur. And right now he's just paid his floral tributes, and from the visuals, we can also see that the Prime Minister is being accompanied by his security as well.